Hello, man and woman of God. This is what some residents of River State are experiencing because they heard NDDC was meant to do A, B, C, and D. All right? Please, today in particular, if you have any complaint that has to do with the NDDC, please don't be ashamed to write it down or call or send me a text. All right, let's do this. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0002 at Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. WhatsApp is 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. As always, please turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear, please make no mention of it. And very importantly, keep your conversations civil. Now, because of the peculiarity of this particular program, I enjoin you to please pay very close attention. If you have any information that's been passed across either by text or being read out or being communicated by telephone, please call in to either corroborate or to disavow.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Nigeria Info.
We have Michael from Borokiri. Michael, good morning to you, please. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Achille.
Good morning, please.
Yeah, yesterday in the evening, after the rain subsided, that should be around, I think after 6. Yeah, but
okay.
I was driving towards town. So when I got to that UTC site, you know the monorails now, those
yes.
Rails, those the one up now.
Yeah.
Dude, those things are getting stolen. If you go now, I couldn't snap because the weather was terrible. I could not even park properly to snap. One side of, I don't know how they managed to drag that in. They have dragged some to the ground. From those things that were suspended up on, part of it has got to the ground. From that, the one opposite Eco Bank, opposite Zenith Bank, the one opposite EBA Bank, those ones, anybody can call to confirm what I'm telling you now. Part of them is on the ground, and I believe they will gradually steal those things. So I don't know what the security personnel, who the private security guards are doing. Part of those things are being stolen every time. The same thing with the manhole covers on that pedestrian walkway. They have stolen all of them. Dude, I also want to, I'm appealing. I know this period now is a tense moment for the state. The aspect of time to look into. Then, dude, we talk about NDDC.
Yes, please.
I'm wondering, can't NDDC, instead of NDDC acquiring big car parks, when you go, you see all types. In fact, let me say all types of cars. I don't want to exaggerate, but you see those cars parked on that car park. Can't NDDC acquire land adjacent opposite to them? I land that land opposite to them is being bought by NDDC. Can't NDDC get a ski acquisition center that they will be training youth in patches instead of acquiring car parks? Yes.
But Michael, NDDC has a history of carrying out skills acquisition programs in Yenegua, in Cross Rivers, and
I'm not talking about the one they will contract to somebody. Can't this thing be under their nose? Get a ski. That is the headquarters. Get a ski. Yes, Mr. Charles Samuel can walk in any time he likes. Can't they acquire it? Because that is a bypass and portion of land instead of using it as car park. Can't they build a big house like that one now to accommodate people? projects. So the same thing. Go to Inagua, nothing. Everybody is angry with anything, but you see them flagging off road, commissioning road, doing something on social media. Is social media where you to go and learn skills?
Okay, now, Michael, let me ask you. That's a very well how to use skills acquisition. But even this suggestion you are making about creating a center that will be directly under their nose, they still that means they have to employ people and still run that particular project. It's still going to be employment.
Okay, good. In summary, NDDC should be fair to us. They should be transparent.
Okay.
That's just it.
Okay, all right. So I'll write this down. I promise you I will get a response from the NDC because I'm going to see them today. I will get
the project that I actually applied for. I have not got any communication from them.
Project Hope. You say Project Hope. You said
I've taken off.
Okay, all right. I'll find out what I can about that Project Hope. Right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Michael from Burukiri. Now, Michael is not the only person who has observed the vandalization of the monorail installations across town. In fact, I got a picture. I don't think it's a coincidence any longer. I got a picture. In fact, I got some pictures sent to me this morning. Is it this morning or late last night? Right, this morning or late last night, and everything that was made mention in that clip that was sent to me and the pictures have just been corroborated by this first collapse. Now, I've been through some parts of Port Harcourt in the past week. All right, I've been having events and meetings with some interesting people. So I've been taking my time. Yesterday coming back, I went through the Maiwan axis, took a bus right from that same Eastern bypass. All right. And came through to Ogbogoro axis yesterday. So I did see some things that I'll be sharing with you guys this morning. Stay tuned. My name is Jude Omamigbe. And this is a time where we get to hear from you, yes, the residents and citizens, good citizens of Port Harcourt, as to what is going on in your part of River State. So the numbers to call 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. At Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. All right, as always, please do well, turn down the volume of your radio set. Please don't make any damaging comment. Don't come here angry, because sometimes when I say derogatory or defamatory, some people don't know what I mean. So please just come and tell us exactly what you're experiencing. You can be emotional, but let's be respectful with our comments, please.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
We have Irene on the line in Port Harcourt town. So is it Irene or Irene?
Irene.
Oh,
the Irene you know.
I know a lot of Irenes. Please, let's be focused.
The one that has been calling. Anyway, my name is Irene George from town.
Good morning, Irene.
Hey, I've been the one calling you sometime about my eyes. So you mentioned something about NDDC, right?
Yes, please.
Yes, so I wrote a letter to them in their head office concerning still my eyes so that they can give me some money for my treatment and I can use part of it for business so that I will not keep coming to meet them. Since last year, I've not received any reply from that. So I'm talking to you right now. So I'm in the hospital. I don't have money to treat myself and all that. So this one now is personal with me and them. If you can just meet them, I really enjoy that. I
will make that case, but Irene, you have to understand that personal cases like this, right, don't get to scale through because the government and nobody can help everybody at the same time, right? There are systems and there are protocols for certain things like this. But
yes,
I will.
Protocol is writing a letter, and I've written that since last year, and they've not answered me. Is that not a protocol to go to?
I will lay the complaint down. I will lay the complaint down, Irene. Thank you. All right, Great Favors on the line from D-Line. Great Favor, good morning. Oh dear. Hello, Great Favor. All right, Marcel is on the line from Choba. Marcel, good morning.
Good morning, Jude. How are you doing?
Good morning. Welcome, Marcel. I'm very well. I trust you're well.
Okay. I'm calling from Choba. I live around Rumosi, the Amechi, where they call the Amechi School, the Water Estate there.
Yes. I know that place.
Okay. I think the problem we have here, good morning, is the PHED.
Ooh.
This area will hardly get power. We contribute money on a weekly basis to fix the transformer. And at times, we buy the items to fix this transformer. The PHED official will come and they will demand that they have to be paid before they will carry out their duties. I don't just get it how this works. This is your property. We'll pay for power and we'll repair it ourselves. I don't think
it doesn't sound right, Marcel. But let me share some info with you, and I will take this complaint. Or usually on Thursdays that's when we do power. But this I understand very well. So let me say this to you. Now there are certain scenarios where individuals or communities tend to fix installations that have gone bad, and I know that area in particular has been marked out for upgrades because the report is the amount of connections to your transformer, right, is a lot because there's been a lot of real estate development there, and it's just basically 2 transformers along that stretch of the estate. That's number one. Number two information coming to me has it that sometime last year, some of these problems you're experiencing were as a result of some, break in communication between your power committee and the PHED. Because some people have carried out some very shady deals in that area. Those are the two things I can tell you for free about that area. Now, I will tell you this, that tomorrow I will send an email concerning these latest reports. I want to get clear from you now. Do you have power right now, Marcel?
Not at all, no.
When was the last time that area had power, please?
I think yesterday night.
Okay, yesterday night. Okay, so I will ask and I will personally call. Okay, I will personally call to find out if it's a general problem or if it's just peculiar to that area. All right, and then I will escalate your complaint once again, because it's not the first time, Marcel, that area has come under the radar. But thank you very much for raising it up, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Marcel. Charles is on the line from Bonny Island. Charles, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
Yes, our complaints still remain. But Jude, there is a drainage the local government chairman was, and the former local government chairman was doing along SDP area. They've used sand to cover part of the road, and the work is so slow. This drainage they are doing, there are some shops and people building there. They open the drain without providing access to those people's houses. I don't know the contractor that is doing that work. The drainage, the canals are still there. The local government chairman did not open it until this incident happened.
That's sad.
So now it's left for us to live with the floods.
That's terrible.
The bridge, the Baningo Danjumbo bridge, is left for the villagers to keep on walking through the mangrove to their communities. The Borokri bridge is left for the villagers to maybe use plank to manage it until whenever government comes to their rescue. Meanwhile, people have become the head of affairs and they are going home with millions of naira. Meanwhile, the community is not developed. Since 1999, Bonny cannot be proud of 1 kilometer road in Bonny. 1 kilometer. Since 1999 to date.
Well, Chelsea knows what's going in Bonny. David is on the line from Rumo Cape. David, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, David.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. I'm calling from Rumo Cape, and my concern is on the PHED as well. I came in here last year and it was fair, but after the collapse of so many of that electronic grid and all that, in neighboring areas where we usually have power from, because Adajot and Mboba Fleet manages area. So the only areas where we have these powers from, I noticed that they have removed us from that particular phase. All through the night, all through the day, in fact, they will only get the light supply power for just 1 hour. This has been happening for months. And I have been calling the manager, reporting severally. Every month they will break bills.
And what's been the response? What exactly is the information that's been passed on to you, please?
The last I spoke to him was 3 weeks ago, and he said that even his area where he lives, what's that? My own is.
Yeah, tell me why you don't have power, because I don't know if you've heard, because I made this report last week and the week before that at the AFAM major station or substation rather, where most of the power in Port Harcourt is generated, right? That they were working with the TCN to raise new quote unquote high tension lines, those big poles that you see. Now, they couldn't finish it, and so it's been taking a while. So for a while, Mr. David, and to anybody who's listening, Port Harcourt, most parts of Port Harcourt were supplied by just one line. And so there was staggered delivery, what they call load shedding, across the board. So I don't know if that's what affected Rumoke right now.
I agree with you. But location is just next to be here. They usually have lights. Across the road of, what they call it,
Kilton, yes.
The same environment, guys. Yes, they have lights. Behind me, they have lights, which is Minolu.
So, what about row 5 up to row 7 and 8? Do they have light? Do they have power?
They do have powers.
Okay.
I don't know what is saying the crime with.
No. It's no crime of yours. It's obviously very faulty infrastructure. But we'll find out what exactly it is and how soon it can be remediated. Please.
I have a second issue. I don't know if I should.
Yes, very quickly. We have Braid from Oginiba standing by. So very quickly, Mr. David.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Mr. Braid. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Jude.
Yeah, sorry, Jude Amamebe. My name is Chief Comrade I.M. Brick.
Welcome, please, sir.
Yes, my first eyewitness report is still on PhD. When somebody make an application concerning paid meter, right now they will tell you should apply online. You apply online, they will not pay attention to it. At the end of the day, you go to their office, they will be turning you up and down. At the end of the day, they will tell you, go and reapply that one has been invalid. I don't know where they are really pushing people to. The PHEDC, I don't know whether now they will give people postpaid. And if they are giving a treasure bill, and if you now apply for meter, they will not give you meter. They will still be giving you postpaid. While you have applied for prepaid, they will not attend to it. They will not give you meter. That is the kind of situation Nigeria, River State is having with a PHED. That is number one. Number two is this new market in town where you have the primary health center.
Okay.
At the back there, shanties are beginning to surface.
Oh.
I'm appealing to the agencies to quickly look at it because tomorrow now when the government will come and begin to demolish it, the people will cry that they are trying to manage their life with those things and the government is shunting them. I think it will be very, very nice for now the government to look at it. And also Buguma Ring Road and the child protection. I am still making an appeal that something should be done for the people of Buguma. Most of the development in Buguma is just self-made provision that were made by the people. And the government attention there is not. It's not. I speak that Buguma does not enjoy government presence. It's personal provision that the people are making for themselves. That develop Buguma, not the government. So I'm appealing to the government to urgently look at the shore protection and the Buguma Ring Road to ensure that the people also enjoy free flow of traffic and enjoy an enabling environment. Thank you and God bless you.
Well, thank you very much, Braid from Oginiba. Now, remember, I told you that the very first caller was basically corroborating what was sent to me late last night, pictures and indeed an audio. And this is from Mr. Eli. Take a listen to this because it means that if one or two persons have noticed this, the government cannot honestly tell us that they don't know that this damage is being done.
This is my eyewitness report today, being Tuesday, the 11th day of March 2025. While driving through Azikiwe Road, I noticed something strange about the monorail around the GTB and UTC section of the monorail. I noticed that some section of the monorail had been cut, some side just dangling and so on. I became more curious and I had to stop and focus very well to observe what I saw. I noticed that the monorail is at the mercy of some unscrupulous elements. They are gradually cutting the monorail. And we need to secure these assets. They belong to all of us. Please let us ensure that we secure these assets from these unscrupulous elements. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, it's really shameful that these unscrupulous elements live amongst us. Now, the first question that usually comes up when we have these issues of vandalism is that, it's not the people in the community. But over and over again, particularly in the past, I'd say 4 or 5 months, we have had reports, and some of you have, been bold enough to come through and say it's not exactly true. Now, where is being described right now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are not in Nigeria or you're not in Port Harcourt, right? It's pretty much in a public space. It's along a major highway. Yes, people are not resident there, but traffic is frequent there. And more importantly, it's barely a 5 or 10 minutes drive from the government house, from the seat of power in Rivers State. And so to notice that along that stretch of road, you pass the High Court, Federal State Courts, you go down to Old Port Harcourt, and along that stretch, the pieces start to fall. Once again, it's not like these things are 200 years old and you say, it's rust, and then they're just falling down. No, these things have been intentionally damaged. But it's not the damage that even bothers me. It's how and when do these, things occur? Because if you've ever tried to saw wood, you make a lot of noise. But you're not sawing wood. You are sawing metal. They're cutting metal. So that means noise must be made. So the security men who will patrol there, who are stationed around the government house or further down, because there are petrol stations around that area, they don't hear, they don't see. We have an anonymous caller on the line. Good morning, please.
Yes, Mr. Good morning.
Good morning.
David on the line. I probably wanted to talk about this monorail because I passed there yesterday.
Okay.
And it was an eyesore. I noticed that the same thing happened to the rail line when these scavengers, when they are pulling the boats. That's the same thing that they did up there at that monorail. They pull the boat of the joints of those irons, and then
they're called rail slippers
on one lane. So this scavanger, this guy they call Abu, they usually pull out human cocaine. The security agencies need to do more secure these facilities. Just to cost billions of taxpayers' money. Honestly.
It is very vexing. Thank you very much. We're talking about billions, and then I think the worst of it all is those manhole covers, and I don't think we can talk about it enough. Yes, I know in the past, I would say this year so far, I've seen a few excerpts from news across the Federation of individuals who were caught stealing manhole covers and all the whatnot. But I think more should be done because the punishment doesn't seem to do enough to deter these people. Here's my thoughts when it comes to these types of crimes, right? Particularly crimes that affect the general public and indeed maybe even murder. I think, right, that Nigeria and Nigerians should embrace punishment with general benefit. What do I mean? Now, in the 16th to 17th century, right, up to the 18th, or rather, the railway in America, the network, was built not just by laborers who were paid, but by prisoners. Yes, that's the very definition of hard labor, not digging pits around the prison yard or helping the government build the prison again. No, I'm talking about real work that could help the people. So if they are genuine prisoners, right? What am I saying? If they are prisoners that have been found guilty, right? beyond all reasonable doubt, and are not there by frame or whatever, or by the lapses of the law, right? Why don't we, rather than just keeping them in boxes and they become emaciated, they develop other vices, why don't we, as a people, embrace seeing these people come to the dump sites to clear the trash? Or, how about, let them fix the railway. Rather teach them how to hit it back. Talk about, heavy labor. We can use them. Doesn't that make sense? Or better still, when it's time, for the heavy lifting, there you go. I could help. But what do I know? Sometimes I even marvel at my own ignorance. Where are we? At Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us. PH at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right. So at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. Sunday, Egbene Lewa on Facebook says, "Good morning, Jude. I witnessed Samko Sam says, just street lights they put only with bad road. What area is that, Sam? Please." 90.3, Michael from Borokiri. Good morning.
Hello, Jude. I really want to quickly make an suggestion.
Yes, please.
If you look where these monorail lines are, look. You see a fence bordering where they load the tank farms.
Yes.
You see chanties. This makes out where these woodlands lives. Now the woodlands have even borehole on the fence. Where they pass through. They don't jump now. They don't jump over the fence. Now they borehole, they just they vanish. They disappear. There's a time those holes were covered. They came back and bought another hose. So now, if you look at the crime scene and look at where these guys live, add 1 + 1, then you get the answer.
You get. I see what you mean.
10 minutes is even far from UTC to Governor Abdul. I can drive very fast. 2 minutes, I'll be there. In fact, less than 2 minutes. If I take off from UTC and the road is clear, less than 2 minutes, I should be at Spa or Governor. So 10 minutes is even far. You are talking about government access to this place. All of us are in Port Harcourt. Where the wire mesh at the Polo Park, we are all stolen, and we have the Abali police post
just opposite it.
Okay, now, so what are you saying, Jude? So sometimes some people say those are Hausa boys. I say don't mention any tribe. So some of our boys, my town boys, are inside this business. So don't mention anybody's tribe. We are all human beings fighting this crime. Those guys at that place should be arrested first. Those street witches at that spot should be. Those guys are prime suspects. Thank you, Jude.
All right. Well, whilst they may be suspects, arresting them without evidence, that becomes another problem because you do not want to create a problem whilst trying to solve one. But yes, Michael does have a point. If he and some of you, can see the lapses in the security architecture, the holes being bored in fences, the security agency should see them and they should prioritize. It doesn't even have to be the police. NSC.
News and sports. Stay tuned to Nigeria Info. We'll be right back after this.
Life is always